Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here for our special meeting. And I would like to call this City Council meeting to order with all members present. And I believe Jan Marks, will you please do the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. And wanted to let everyone know that for today, we are only doing public comment for items on the agenda, which happen to be the results of the 2024 municipal election, the outgoing service of our council member and vice mayor, Andy Pease, and our election of our swearing in of our incoming city council members, Jan Marks and Mike Boswell, along with our vice mayor appointment. So just in case anyone had other hopes to have other conversations, don't worry, we'll be back here tomorrow. So we'll move first to the November 5th, 2024 general municipal election. And I believe that we have Deputy City Manager Greg Herman and Deputy City Clerk Megan Wilbanks will present the report.
Good evening, Mayor Stewart and members of the City Council. We have a pretty brief report out. On December 3rd, 2024, County Clerk Recorder Elena Cano certified the results of the November 5th, 2024 general municipal election. Those results indicated that Erica A. Stewart received the highest number of votes and was the candidate elected to the office of mayor. Jan Marks and Mike Boswell received the highest number of votes and were the candidates elected to office of council member. Before you today is a resolution declaring the results of the November 5th, 2024 City of San Luis Obispo general municipal election. And that concludes my report.
Wonderful, thank you. Any questions for staff? Okay, great. We'll move forward to public comment. City Clerk, do we have any public comment?
No, we do not.
All right, with any other council deliberations, or do I have a motion to accept the information that was presented to us today? Councilmember Shoresman.
Happy to move approval or acceptance of the information provided.
Thank you. Councilmember Francis.
I will second.
Wonderful. Can we have roll call?
Councilmember Shoresman?
Yes.
Councilmember Francis?
Yes.
Councilmember Marks?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Pease?
Yes.
Mayor Stewart?
Yes, the motion passes 5-0. This feels incredibly formal for this moment. Anyway, just going to recognize that right now. And next we move forward to the recognition of the outgoing council member / vice mayor, Andy Pease. I have a proclamation to share and express our sincere appreciation and gratitude to Andy and the service for her to the entire city. I have to say that first and foremost, I just want to thank the city clerk for putting this together. This was an amazing feat to push all of our information, or not push, but squish all of our information from all of the council members and staff members to try to make this a concise proclamation. So I am going to read the whole thing, not just two stanzas on this one. So whereas Andy Pease was elected to the San Luis Obispo City Council in December of 2016 and served as vice mayor in 2019 and 2024. During Andy's term in office, she led a working group of city staff, downtown business owners, and local architects in establishing parklets in response to the COVID-19 shutdown. She assisted with the development of a plan for carbon neutrality, participated in the creation of the Community Action Team and Mobile Crisis Unit teams to address homelessness. She helped facilitate development of housing projects across the community and participated in the hiring of 2 city managers. Andy has mentored numerous advisory body members and has been an earnest collaborator and colleague for her fellow council members, generous with her time and support. Andy has always been an advocate for regional housing and transportation solutions. She is a strong supporter of robust intermodal regional transportation plans, cost-effective and reliable regional transit services, improved bicycle and pedestrian facilities, upgraded streets, roads, and highways, and diligently pursued local, regional, and state supplemental funding to improve transportation. Andy served the city with distinction as its representative on the San Luis Obispo Council of Governments, also lovingly known as SLOCOG, and the San Luis Obispo Regional Transit Authority Boards, RTA. From January 2019 through December 2024, she was the board member and then vice president 2023 and president 2024 of both SLOCOG and RTA. Andy demonstrated effective leadership in a variety of impactful regional water resiliency efforts, including serving as the city's Nacimiento Water Project Commissioner, the Water Resources Advisory Committee Chair, RAC, and as a San Luis Obispo Valley Groundwater Sustainable Commissioner. Andy has shown her commitment and dedication to ensuring that Latinx people feel celebrated and welcome in SLO through her leadership and involvement with the Latino Outreach Council. Andy consistently approaches complex challenges with a meticulous focus on sustainability, community, equity, and compassion. Her empathetic leadership and commitment to inclusive decision-making has fostered trust, collaboration, and meaningful progress on initiatives that reflect the values of San Luis Obispo community members, leaving a lasting positive impact on the city and its future. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed on behalf of all of our community members and employees that we hereby express our sincere appreciation and gratitude to Andy Pease for her dedicated service to the San Luis Obispo community and region, and extend best wishes for her happiness in all future endeavors. We, of course, have the official one for you to hang wherever you would like. And I believe, let me see what my new script says. Do we have the representative for this one? Okay. And we also have State Senator Laird leaves his recognition as well. I want to make sure that you have both of these. You're welcome. So I believe we have some public comment in recognition of your service. And City Clerk, do you have any names?
Yep. Our first speaker is Brendan Clark, and after that is Jim D'Antona and Brad Breckwood. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Good evening. My name is Brendan Clark. I'm a City of SLO resident and a supervising engineer with the County of SLO Public Works Department. I'm not here officially on behalf of the county, but my comment is related to my employment. I want to thank Councilmember Pease for her service to the city, and particularly her service on the Flood Control and Water Conservation District's Water Resources Advisory Committee, of which I'm the secretary. I want you all to know Andy did not only attend the meetings, but she chaired the committee for 6 years. This was above and beyond. She made my job easier, and I think I probably made her job harder, so sorry. As you might expect, being the chair means extra responsibilities, helping find presenters, topics, extra meetings with me, writing letters to the Board of Supervisors, and then there's running the meetings. And let me tell you, Andy ran a tight ship. She facilitated comments, questions, gripes, and heightened emotional outbursts decisively, and made our meetings very efficient, which for the record from an engineer, efficient is a top-tier compliment. We navigated COVID together through 6 different meeting platforms and various solutions until we landed on what we currently do. I also want to thank her for protecting staff. Andy had zero tolerance for negative comments directed to staff, and I want to thank her for that. Thank you. And Andy, the committee is in a better and stronger place because of you, so thank you.
Good evening, Jim D'Antona, President and CEO for the San Luis Obispo Chamber of Commerce. I'll apologize for spelling Breechwood, or it's actually Brad Breckwald. Sorry about that. But the good news is he's my outgoing chair, so he's only got a few more days to put up with this, so I think I feel good. I can get McIver right. Councilmember Pease, I just want to, on behalf of the San Luis Obispo Chamber of Commerce, say thank you for all your service. The amazing thing that people don't really get is how hard this job is, right? People are like, oh, we just make these, you just say yes or no. The slings and arrows that you have to deal with, the tough decisions that are in front of you, people don't get the amount of stress that goes on to you, someone who cares truly about their job. I know that's true of all of you here and the incoming council member, but truly 8 years is incredible, and it's a lot of hard work. And we know even when we don't agree on the outcome or the issue that's at hand, we always appreciated your willingness to listen and be part of the conversation and then have a discussion. And then we can walk away and say, yeah, we agree or disagree. And that is truly the best thing you can ask for an elected official, because we're not always going to agree, but we all have the same good intentions from the heart that we want to see the best for our community. So I just want to show up on behalf of all of our boards from 2017 till today to say thank you from my predecessor. All of us have truly appreciated the working relationship we've had with you, and wish you all the best. And hopefully you'll join a SLO Chamber Committee and be on this side and we can get you arguing on our side. I'll turn it over to our current chair, Brad Breckwald.
Good evening. My name is Brad Breckwald, President and CEO of Wallace Group in San Luis Obispo. And so I got to admit, I've known Andy for a long time. I think our kids kind of grew up together and went to school here locally, and been tracking what you've been doing over the years, and have been very impressed with what you've done on the city council. But it's not just what you did on city council, it's what you've done for housing and infrastructure as well. She's organized a lot of our housing committee meetings that we've had. She's been involved in building a better SLO. SLOCOG, Regional Transit Authority, as Brent said, you know, the water committees. I mean, all that work really matters in our community, and constantly being on that to figure out what infrastructure we need to get more housing built has been important. And you've been a really stalwart leader in this area, and so I really appreciate all you've done. Thank you.
That was our finance speaker.
Great, thank you. So we will start with the Councilmember Shoresman to share any thoughts if you would like to.
Thank you. Yes, this is truly bittersweet. I'm going to probably keep it short because I don't want to get emotional. But I have just really, really loved having the opportunity to get to know you better, as well as learn from you. As Jim said, this is not an easy job, and it is you often want to confide in somebody and have a Brown Act buddy, you know, to share thoughts with. And every time you and I had an exchange about something, either before or during a meeting, you were thoughtful, respectful. We shared good, you know, exchanges back and forth. And you know, everybody thinks that we often agree. We don't. We definitely don't, but we definitely always came to an agreement about something, and it made my discussion and my questions and my decision-making better here on the dais. So thank you. We'll miss you, and I look forward to seeing what you do next, because it's going to be amazing.
Thank you, Councilmember Marks.
Thank you. Yes, well, I've really enjoyed serving with you, Andy, and I agree with everything that Michelle said. I really admire, especially, I think, the way that you're able to ask rhetorical questions, and sometimes you will raise an issue from the opposite side than what it turns out you actually believe, sort of representing the question that may be in many people's minds. I really appreciate that, and helping the council, I think, especially work through the deliberative process and coming to a reasonable kind of either compromise or something we can all sort of say, all right, that's what we'll do, you know. So I think you've been a great influence, and I'm I really hope that you enjoy your newfound freedom. And like Michelle, I'm really curious to see what Andy will do next, so keep in touch.
You can always read the 1,000-page packet anytime you want. Councilmember Francis.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is going to be harder than I thought it was. We've heard a lot about Andy on a professional level, and I think all of us who've watched her do what she does will sing her praises about what she's brought to the community and how thoughtful she is. But on a personal level, I just have been truly in awe of how welcome you make the rest of the council feel, and your mentorship and your kind of willingness to reach out to new council members, myself, and make sure that we, understand the process and feel like we're part of this team has been so important to me, and I really deeply appreciate that. And then getting to be her alternate at several of these different organizations we've heard about. It has been truly awe-inspiring to watch the types of questions she asks, the leadership she brings to these regional boards, and it's taught me a lot, and I think anybody who's ever watched her a lot about how to be a real leader and how to bring a style of leadership that is both quiet but also authoritative, and it's just really impressive to see that. So thank you for your friendship and your mentorship and your leadership.
Thank you. I'm trying to make sure I wore the waterproof mascara today. I have to say that I remember us starting out on the Ledge Action Committee in SLO Chamber, and it's so fun to have been able to watch your trajectory as well as be able to join you here on this dais. And I was so thankful in 2020 when you said you were going to rerun, because I thought, oh my goodness, how are we going to do this without you? And obviously we have wonderful people that we all get to work with, but you bring such expertise and experience and kindness and empathy, and you are authentically you. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate that a great deal. I also appreciate, as Vice Mayor, I'm going to mention this thing, Erica. Thank you so much. So I'll just get into that trying to run an efficient meeting and sometimes forget to bring back the Karen. So I really appreciate that. And I just want to say, in the last non-professional side, I always love watching how much you care about your family and you care about this earth. And while these are all policies, you walk the walk, you talk the talk, you cycle the walk. You are really you, and I just so much appreciate that. We have some little tokens of our thanks from the city, from each of us. And this is, just for those of you who cannot see this picture this far away, this is a picture for the first and last time for a while, all women council, city manager, and city attorney, and city clerk. And that is a historical moment. And so we are passing it on if you wish to put that in your desk or somewhere in the future. And also, so you will always be able to run your efficient meetings, the official, very official clock. And the, everyone needs the official corporate gift. So that's, and your official future additional certificate of appreciation. And we hope that you just enjoy a little time away. So that's all of the items. And now I'll pass it on to you if you wish to say a few words.
This is amazing. Thank you. Thank you for all of this. Thank you for being here and these kind words. I'm super proud. I'm really honored and humbled. This is a hard job, and but truly a joy. I'm working with all of you, and all of you, I will miss it. You know, every meeting we begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, and as I look at the flag, I pause on that flag for an extra moment, and that centers me, and that's because it reminds me that this act, beginning a public meeting, is being practiced all over the country, all over the world, you know, PTAs in cities and counties, and on the floor of the Senate, and we're all engaged in this kind of cool, crazy thing of democracy, and that this local government, city, is the most accessible part. So job one has always been for me, and thankfully, collectively for us, is good governance. So listen, collaborate, make hard choices, honor each other in the process. As Whitney McDonald now famously had noted, democracy is messy but beautiful. I think that's spot on. A few thank yous. First, to my family, my amazing husband, Frank, and our beautiful daughters, Mara, who is here today, and Jen, who's afar but online. And they've been incredibly supportive and understanding, and also great, you know, sounding boards, giving candid feedback, and my whole family and our circle of friends have been just, you know, cheerleaders, and you know, give a high five, but also know when to back off. Like, okay, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Parking. So thank you to my campaign teams both times. I just, you know, as you all know, you can't get up here with all that work that happens behind the scenes. My colleagues up here on the dais, one of my favorite votes was appointing Erica A. Stewart as mayor. You're truly a gifted leader. And Michelle and Jan, Erica, Emily, it's been amazing to serve with you, and our deliberations, albeit potentially time-consuming, but they're clear-eyed and thoughtful and ultimately effective. And I really appreciate the colleagues I've served with previously as well, Carlin Christensen, Aaron Gomez, Heidi Harmon, and Dan Ruvar, a couple of folks who are here in the room tonight, so thank you. City staff, our incredible staff. One of Carlin's farewell comments was that she noted that she would miss having a front row seat to the amazing work of the city, and that's so spot on. Our staff are smart and dedicated, committed to service, and fun to work with, and just trusted resources. So Whitney, Christine, Greg, Teresa, everybody who is out there, thank you. And the city managers that I've had the pleasure to serve with, Derek and Katie as well. Finally, try not to, I know, my last chance to be over 3 minutes. Thank you to the community. Some of you are here a lot, so thank you. And some are frequent flyers in the letter writing, and some just every once in a while, but it's all constructive criticism, a lot of criticism, but also that's because people care, and I love that. We are richer for that discourse. And thankfully, most folks don't feel compelled to engage at all, and that's, you know, I take that as a good thing, right? I mean, we shouldn't be front and center. Our job here as a city is that we are setting a stage for all of us to live our lives, right? So that we can play in a park, and hike in our open space, and open the tap and have clean water, and ride on our roads and walk in our sidewalks, and enjoy the lights while we shop downtown, and connect with public art, and call for help when you need it. And if there's an emergency, a flood or fire, that we have this giant trained team of professionals who are ready at all times, literally, to save us. So that's what a city does. That's how we create the space and capacity for our day-to-day lives, so we can be together so that we can support each other and do great things in the world. Truly an honor to have served in this role, so thank you so much.
She's anxious to get off this dais, I understand. No, truly, thank you so much for your wonderful, kind words. And as on with every meeting, we move on to the next topic, which is the oath of office for the mayor-elect and the council members-elect. And so we will meet down in front at the podium. Mike Boswell, the city clerk, myself, Jan Marks, and then Councilmember Shoresman, if you will please join Andy's seat as we're doing the shuffle. Thank you so much.
In the middle. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Face this way.
Now that all makes so much more sense.
Okay, already.
Remember the back of my head.
Okay.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I,
Jan
Erica A.
Marks,
Stewart,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge
discharge
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
I furthermore agree
I furthermore agree
to abide by the rules,
to abide by the rules,
regulations, and laws
regulations, and laws
of the city of San Luis Obispo.
of the city of San Luis Obispo.
Congratulations, and I need you to sign.
Well, thank you so much for the oath. We very much appreciate this experience. We're now official. We've got our certificates. our certificate of election, kind of exciting. And Mr. Boswell, as the brand new person on the city council, I just thought I'd pass it on to you if you have any words you'd like to share.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Stewart. Thank you, everyone. I'll be brief, which is hard for a professor. So first, I want to thank the voters of San Luis Obispo for entrusting me with this important responsibility of governing this wonderful city. I said in my campaign that I'm committed to a sustainable, inclusive, and vibrant San Luis Obispo, and I now look forward to the opportunity to move forward with that agenda. Second, I want to thank outgoing council member Andy Pease for her outstanding service to the city. What a legacy we heard about tonight. I hope to live up to your standard for leadership, good policy making, and civil discourse. Thank you again. Third, I want to thank all of my supporters for the campaign. It's a lot. I'd never campaigned for anything before. I couldn't have done it without you, the people who advised me, my donors, volunteers, people who put up yard signs and walk precincts with me. I especially want to thank my wife, Tammy, and my friends and family who supported me. And then finally, to Mayor Stewart and my fellow council members and to the city staff. I look forward to joining you and addressing the obligations and challenges that lie ahead. I believe in good governance and the future success of this community, and I know you do too. And so again, thank you everyone. I'm ready to get to work. Well, I'm ready to get to work tomorrow. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Well, we're ready, and we know we have at least 600 pages you've read. Moving forward to Councilmember Marks.
Thank you very much, Mayor Stewart. I just want to say that I'm very grateful to the 11,955 people who voted for me in the city of San Luis Obispo. I really want to thank my wonderful husband, Stephen, my family. I've got 2 nieces here tonight, Marie and Emma, and my daughter, and my small but mighty campaign committee. 2 are here, 3 are here tonight, and my brother Mark, for supporting me through the last 6 months. So campaign really, it's been an effort for the past 6 months, and tonight it's over. I'm very excited to begin the second term of my office on City Council. So I'm excited, I'm honored to be entrusted with the responsibility of representing the residents of my beloved hometown, San Luis Obispo. And I really look forward to working with Mayor Stewart, Council members Michelle Shorsman, Emily Francis, and newly elected Michael Boswell. And we will miss Andy Pease, but she's a strong member of the community, and we're going to have lots of nice conversations when we get a chance. So I did want to just mention that my nameplate there, I got that in 1998. And I've kept it. Sometimes I'm on council, sometimes I'm off, sometimes I'm mayor, sometimes I'm not. However, the nameplate, it's either something that saves the city a little bit of money to use over and over again, or it's a souvenir. So this is the 7th time I've been sworn into City Council. 1998, 2008, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2020, and now 2024. So I'm really looking forward to the next 4 years. The last time I was sworn in, it was just the city clerk and me outside on a windy, cold day on the steps of City Hall because it was during COVID. And tonight, here we are surrounded by friends and family in this warm, wonderful community. It's very exciting. So I did want to thank also the past councils that I've served on for all that they've taught me about good governance and tolerance for ambiguity and the importance of listening. It's very important. So we might have different points of view, but we engage in civil, frank, respectful discourse. And this is really true over the years that I've been on council. And this has allowed us to form a stable, sustainable, and trustworthy policy foundation and plan for the future of our city. And this is like we talked about the Constitution of the United States of America and the state and the charter of the city, but our planning documents are also like our Constitution to keep us all on track. And as the saying goes, we see further by standing on the shoulders of giants. So I especially would like to thank some of my former council giants, Alan Settle, John Ewan, Dave Romero, Kenneth Schwartz, Christy Mulholland, Andrew Carter, Kathy Smith, Dan Carpenter, John Ashbaugh, who's here tonight, Dan Revoir, and Carlin Christensen, who are here tonight, for their heartfelt and dedicated service to our city. And I've learned so much from my colleagues. And I hope that I can also contribute whatever I can to continue to make the city better. So this new term is all about facing the opportunities and challenges of the future, the unknown challenges and the known challenges. On the City Council, I will continue to do my very best to put the health, safety, well-being, and the needs of city residents first. So I believe that we city residents deserve to have matters heard by elected officials whom we can trust to respect us and our rights, and who do not make divisive remarks or indulge in hate speech or discriminate on basis of characteristics like race, gender, age, religion, home status, or economic standing. And I think no matter what the political points of view of the different council members over the years, when it comes to working on the dais, that's what this council has done. And so I just wanted to end by saying that we now have a fantastic opportunity in the next 4 years to continue to create a thriving and sustainable future for the city. And I will do, I promise I will do my very best under the circumstances. And we know those circumstances can be kind of crazy sometimes, but I will do my very best as a city council member. I'm really grateful for the election, so thank you.
Thank you so much. Of course, I have a few 2 cents as well. Well, first and foremost, I just want to say I'm very honored to serve. I don't have the exact number. That would have been a good idea. But I do know that there are quite a few members of this community that voted me in, and I very much appreciate your trust in me, your faith in me, and your willingness to have me do this another 2 years. I can't believe in the short period of 6 years, I've been sworn in now 4 times. And that's been an interesting process. But I really want to thank my fabulous husband who's in the back there, our 2 sons who continue to support me in everything I do. Some of my campaign team members are here, and I'm so thankful. It's been quite a process. This year we went through some loss. We lost my campaign manager this year. Molly was an amazing person, and we didn't get to know her for very long because of her loss. We lost our grandfather this year, went through a couple of injuries this year, changed jobs, and that was just a little bit, a touch of the tip of the iceberg. So it's been an eventful year in many ways. And celebrated our 1-year anniversary of owning Albert's Florist, i.e. flowers. So I just really want to say that I also am really thrilled about our accomplishments. As we mentioned with Vice Mayor Pease, with our past council members and all of the wonderful council members that are here, we have been able to put together the roadmaps that help get us to the visions that we have for the city. Whether it is getting to carbon neutral by 2035, whether it's helping our active transportation plan happen and be able to get everywhere throughout this city, whether we walk, stroll, roll, cycle, scooter, drive, whatever it is. We're so excited that all of these things are slowly coming to fruition, and we're helping make it very smooth and easy to do it. Maybe not easy, maybe not the right word, but clear. How about that? And we are continuing to work on how do we help provide more housing? How do we help people get into the care and help they need? We are constantly working on this, and I'm just really excited to have these roadmaps and be able to continue to work hard with everyone. I'm excited to have Mike Boswell on this team. And I know that we're technically not a team. We all have our own separate opinions, but I do think that we strive hard to come to a conclusion that we can all feel good about. One of the reasons that people often ask me, why did you decide to do this? Why did you decide to run for office? And why did you decide to stay on and be mayor? And for me, I have been involved in a lot of things that have used my leadership as being chair, as being open and hearing all different opinions and helping us keep moving forward. One of the things that I hear also is, how come you can't run more like a business and be simple and quick and productive and efficient? And how come that can't happen like a business? Well, here's the thing. We can do that, and then none of you will be involved. And that's not what we want. We want a public government in this city of San Luis Obispo, and I will say many people are surprised when I tell them the kind of engagement we have in this community. We want a community where you get to be part of the decisions. You help shape the vision and the plan and the changes. And I'm so thrilled to be a leader in this community that gets to help us do that. So I also look forward to really helping us continue this good civil discourse, this professionalism, and helping us get to decisions as a community that may be tough to get there in some of those conversations, but we'll get there, and we'll get there together. So I'm really excited for that. So lastly, I just want to thank staff. I know we have a lot to do in these next couple of years, but I so appreciate all of your hard work. Sometimes I see comments on social media or the paper or whatever, and whatever source, and it is, oh, look at these staff-driven agendas. I want to remind everyone here and anyone who's ever watching this video in the future, what we do here is community-driven, and staff executes that community choice. And so I just want to remind people that we have a survey open right now for what you want to see with the budget and the major city goals. We take all of that information with staff's help and create and condense what we're going to do for our priorities. So this is what we do, and I'm so excited to be able to have the staff to help us do that. So I will move us forward to the next topic and say thank you so much for listening. So the next item on the agenda is to appoint our vice mayor. Our vice mayor serves a one-year term, and I believe I will pass it on to the city clerk for the next process.
Thank you, Mayor Stewart. Council members, the item before you is to appoint the vice mayor for the 2025 calendar year. The city's charter and policies and procedures dictate the annual vice mayor appointment. The charter requires that the council elect one of its members to serve in the position of vice mayor. The policies and procedures provides that appointment to be made on a rotating basis, ensuring that each council member has an opportunity to serve as vice mayor during their term. As set forth in the council agenda report and in accordance with these policies, it is the recommendation that Council Member Michelle Shoresman serve as vice mayor for a one-year term commencing upon appointment. And that concludes my report.
Thank you so much. Any questions of staff at this time? And Councilmember Shoresman, are you comfortable with taking on this new role?
Yeah, I just want to say that I think Vice Mayor Pease on her departure today has set a wonderful example of how to be an amazing vice mayor. And then Councilmember Christensen, who was vice mayor before her, these two amazing women have done a great job of setting the stage for me and showing what it takes to back you up. And I'm already getting a little flavor for that. So I look forward to it, and I'm ready to serve, and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Wonderful, thank you. And Vice Mayor Marks was or Councilmember Marks was Vice Mayor my first year as mayor, and it was been greatly helpful as we received many requests, and it's wonderful to be able to serve the community out past City Hall, and your help will be greatly appreciated. So with any public comment?
No, we have none.
Okay, great. So we'll move forward, and I believe Councilmember Francis, will you move the motion?
Yes, I would like to make the motion to have Michelle Shoresman serve as vice mayor.
Thank you so much. Councilmember Marks.
I'd like to second that.
Wonderful. Can we have a roll call?
Councilmember Francis,
Yes.
Councilmember Marks,
Yes.
Councilmember Boswell,
Yes.
Councilmember Shoresman,
Yes.
Mayor Stewart.
Yes, the motion passes 5-0 with Councilmember Boswell's first vote. Well, thank you so much for coming and watching the oath, giving our recognition for Vice Mayor P's service, bringing in Mike Boswell, Councilmember Boswell, and we will see you all tomorrow, if you wish, online or in person, for our next regularly scheduled meeting, which is on December 10th, and we'll be here at 5:30 p.m. We have waste management, we have new housing, lots of exciting things, so check us out.